What's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on, y'all? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Monday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing. You guys, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? I'm sorry. I'm about 4 minutes late, but I'm here. I'm here today. I'm off of work today. I've been laying up in my bed literally like all day today. I really haven't gotten up, and I only got up to get some food and take a shower, and that was literally about an hour ago. But I woke up around like 8 o'clock today. Stayed in my room. Stayed in the bed. It's cloudy outside. It's cloudy and rainy here in the ATL today, and that was that type of weather where it just made me just lay my ass down. And to be quite honest, because I work a full-time job and I do this, and I've been filming all summer, I need the rest. And I just feel like for the rest of this year, I'm anytime I'm off, I'm gonna take out that time to really get myself some rest because like I have not been resting the way that I should. But I'm gonna try my best to get all the rest that I need to get. And because rest is very important. And when I don't have no rest, my attitude be real bad. And baby, it be something else. So yeah. But we're gonna figure that out. I'm gonna try to get as much rest as possible. Really at this point, I'm probably gonna when I take days off of work and shit like that, I might just take those days off only to really like rest. Like that's all I'm gonna do is rest. Okay, I ain't gonna do shit. I ain't gonna do nothing but rest. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. That's all I'm gonna do, honey. All right. Let me see. Okay, let me see because we got a couple of things that we're gonna talk about. We got a couple of things that we're gonna talk about today on this particular live. But just to let you guys know, tonight is the whether you like it or not panel tonight. It is definitely tonight, and we will be over on Ya's channel tonight. That's what we'll be over on Yacritise's platform, and it's going to be pretty much everybody except T. For the most part, like I don't know if Busy not coming or not because he didn't say that he wasn't, but I know that T is sick, so he won't be able to do the panel with us. But we'll be over there on Ya's page, and after Ya's live, after the live is over, we're gonna go straight back over here because I'm doing my live for my 15-year anniversary. Because if you didn't know, today is my 15-year anniversary. It's the 15 years of Scotty by Nature TV, and I just cannot believe that I'm still here after 15 years. Still here, still growing, still striving. After 15 years, y'all, still here. But we're going to get more into that when it's time for us to do that live, though. We're going to talk more about that later on today. And depending on how I feel, I might let people come up. I might, just depending on how I feel, but probably not. Sometimes I get so overwhelmed sometimes when I let people come up. But it just depends on how I feel, though. Let me see. Let me see. Where we at? But anyway, y'all know we get started at the 5-minute mark. And y'all know that with every live, the goal is to hit 100 people with every live, and we almost there. Hopefully, we get there. You know what I say? Because the numbers can be deceiving, honey. It'll be looking like you're about to hit 100 folks, and then sometimes you might stop at about 90. But I hope that we get there. But we at the 5-minute mark now, so let's go ahead and get into the show, y'all. If you're brand new to the platform, go ahead and subscribe to me right now because we have us a great time over here. Okay, so make sure you guys subscribe if you're having a good time. And also, not only do we need for you to subscribe, but we need for you guys to like the video and do all those beautiful things if you must. All right. So with that being said, we're about to go on and get into it like right now. Let's get into it, y'all. So the first thing we're getting into now is Scrappy and Rayface. Now, y'all know about 2 weeks ago, we was talking about everything that was going down with Bambi and Ray Face, with the whole breakup and how he was out here chasing clout and, just steady talking about Bambi because Bambi really ain't been talking about Ray Face at all. She really ain't said a damn word about Ray Face, period. But he been out here doing, these little blogs and all this other shit. So, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Okay, here we go. I'm back. I'm sorry. But anyway, but yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of that. But however, Ray Face came out and he decided that he wanted to speak on Scrappy. And so this is what Ray Face has to say because he called out Scrappy. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. But anyway, we're back. So let's get into what he had to say about Scrappy. Let's get into it. Where we at? So here we go. He says, this nigga, the real Lil Scrappy, been speaking on me for a long time. Type in Ray Face and Scrappy in YouTube, and the nigga got 80 videos speaking on me. And I couldn't ever say shit when I was at Love and Hip Hop because he a bitch and would have gotten me cut. He was already complaining about me and saying he not filming if I'm anywhere around. Shake my head. Boy, you a real pussy, and I need that fade ASAP. And this ain't no clout, so don't run now. Okay, let's see. Then he says, Lil Scrappy, you a bitch, and I'll show you that you a bitch. You a pussy ass boy. Stop speaking on me. You've been speaking on me since I started fucking your baby mama and taking care of your kids. Pussy boy, stop referencing me before I come and see you, and I know exactly where you at. So stop playing with me. Oh, whatever he said. I don't know. So, however, so I feel like Ray Face is very much so doing the most. He is a clout chaser. And not only is he a clout chaser, but he's lame. He's lame as hell. So it's just like you want to fight, you want to argue, and at the end of the day, I don't see exactly what Scrappy has been saying. Like I think the only reason why he came out, only reason why is Scrappy did say something. He only said something because of the shit that you said. You know what I mean? Because the shit that you said and the shit that you put out there. So you were coming across like you was a goddamn, like you was a cloud chaser, and you was coming out here like you was really trying to do some shit off of Bambi name. And then the fact that you bringing up Bambi into this shit when she ain't got nothing to do with it because your beef is with Scrappy. The beef is with Scrappy because you felt like Scrappy was talking about you. And then on top of that, you haven't been on Love and Hip Hop that long. You did a couple of scenes with Bambi, and that's all you had. And you're trying to milk this lemon for more than what it's supposed to be. So at the end of the day, I just think that no, you're doing too much. And then both you and Scrappy are fuck boys. But if we gotta sit up here and pick which fuck boy that we're gonna be on the side of, I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna pick Scrappy. But anyway, we're gonna continue on with whatever else that we got. So he says, at Now That's TV set it up. We gonna need some real OGs in the ATL to make this guy Scrappy be a man and stand on all that he was talking on live. Cause I know he ain't gonna do nothing unless some cameras and security around. So Kirk, Jock, make him be a man and stand up for himself. This guy got Bam hitting me, trying to fight me for him. But why you putting Kirk in it and why you putting Jock in it? If you so hard like you want to claim that you are, why don't you go see him yourself? But the reason why you are tagging Now That's TV is because you want that moment. That's the reason why you're doing it. But let's continue.
Be entertained and stuff like that. Y'all like to watch these little dudes and little young ladies on these little podcasts or on their little live or whatever they doing. But do fact checks when they talking, man. Do them fact checks, man. Don't. Like, we cannot have people just running around here talking about people like they know them, like they done met them in real life. Some of these groupies, some of these women's is groupies, you know what I'm saying? You cannot talk about it. I'm not finna answer you at all if I don't know you. Like, I'm just because you knew somebody I used to be with, or just because you knew my sister, my mama, but just because you know the people I deal with don't mean you know me. So if you got something going on with the people that I deal with, you can't mention me and expect me to even think nothing of it. I'm not doing that. I'm not going that. No, I'm not doing that. Nope, ain't got time. You know, real men do real things. Real men do not get on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah. I know y'all like to be entertained and stuff like that. Y'all like to watch these little dudes and little young ladies on these little podcasts or on their little live or whatever they doing. But do fact checks when they talking, man. Do them fact checks, man. Don't. Like, we cannot have people just running around here talking about people like they know them, like they done met them in real life. Some of these groupies, some of these women's is groupies, you know what I'm saying? You cannot talk about it. I'm not finna answer you at all if I don't know you. Like, I'm just because you knew somebody I used to be with, or just because you knew my sister, my mama, but just because you know the people I deal with don't mean you know me. So if you got something going on with the people that I deal with, you can't mention me and expect me to even think nothing of it. I'm not doing that. I'm not going that. No, I'm not doing that. Nope, ain't got time. You know, real men do real things. Real men do not get on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah. I know y'all like to be entertained and stuff like that. Y'all like to watch these. Let me tell you something. Some of these dudes, man, they clout chasing so hard, man. They just want you to say their name. They want you to. Nah, buddy, I ain't saying none of that. Cause I don't know you, don't want to know you. Wasn't gonna ever know you. Ain't gonna know you. Don't want to know you. Once again, I hope if you in the same vicinity, I just walk right past you and don't see you. Like, that'll be the best bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. You ain't gonna get nothing out of me. You know what I'm saying? That ain't. I'm on some whole other. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting some money. I'm taking care of my babies. And guess what? God done put me in a position where I done worked so hard and so long that some of that you won't ever catch me doing. You feel me? Ever. God has blessed me to the point I ain't got to do that. And he made me a real man. Real men are not clout chasers. Real men are not trying to get with women just to get on TV or something. Let me tell you something. Some of these dudes, man, they clout chasing so hard, man. They just want you to say their name. They want you to. Nah, buddy, I ain't saying none of that. Cause I don't know you, don't want to know you. Wasn't gonna ever know you. Ain't gonna know you. Don't want to know you. Once again, I hope if you in the same vicinity, I just walk right past you and don't see you. Like, that'll be the best bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. You ain't gonna get nothing out of me. You know what I'm saying? That ain't. I'm on some whole other. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting some money. I'm taking care of my babies. And guess what? God done put me in a position where I done worked so hard and so long that some of that you won't ever catch me doing. You feel me?
Did he give you any trouble with this, or?
Yeah, well, afterwards, I think after that shit happened and he seen I was a real and that, you know, what's going on, I don't think he wanted no problem. But before then, he kept speaking on me on YouTube. He never said my name, but he always referenced me. Oh, this, she with this new, oh, she think her new, and I didn't feel like that was cool. You feel me? So I was waiting to meet him in person.
But he ain't try to like fight you or pull up or nothing?
Hell no.
Okay.
I would have pulled up my damn self.
Did he give you any trouble with this, or?
Yeah, well,
So that was pretty much the gist of this whole Ray Face and Scrappy thing. And like I said, both of them are some fuck boys, and both of them do the absolute most, in my opinion. But I will say that Scrappy is pretty much the person that is not the one that's looking for clout. It's Ray Face. Because that's the only reason why he won't now that's TV to be tagged and all this other shit. Because you want to get back on TV. You want to get a check. You want to make some more money. And you trying to get attention, off these damn blogs and shit like that, because you ain't on the neighborhood talk. You on these reality TV blogs, and that is absolutely fine. Get your clout however you want to, but you looking real desperate right now, and I really find it to be strange that you think that what you're doing is okay, and it's really not. And yeah, anytime Scrappy looks better than you in this situation, something is wrong, because when it come down to a lot of these situations, we all be looking at Scrappy like he the one that's wrong, or he the one that's crazy, because 9 times out of 10 he do be the one that's wrong, and he do be the one that's looking crazy in these streets all the time. He normally be the one, but in this instance he's not. It's definitely Ray Face. And Ray is lame. Ray is lame as fuck. And as we saw, Scrappy was talking about him on the live, but in the same breath, Ray did talk about him first on that damn podcast, as we just seen on this one of them clips that I just showed, where he said that Scrappy knew that he was a real nigga and he didn't want no problems and all this other shit. So we already know the reason why Scrappy probably ain't gonna say his name or probably ain't gonna do this and that is because of the fact that he already knows that Ray want that clout and Ray wants some attention. Because that's what he's doing this shit for. Ray is only doing this shit for some fucking attention. And I do feel like Ray's gonna try to get that attention however he can. And that's just the truth of the matter. He's gonna try his hardest to get that attention the best way he know how. Because, baby, what's the point of this? And what you doing it for? Because we still don't care about you like that. So I don't even know why you sitting up here doing all this extra shit. Baby don't want you. You lost your chance on Love and Hip Hop. And now you're trying to get on Now There's TV to fight Scrappy. Get your ass out of here. Anyway, moving on to the next topic at hand. Then gonna involve Kirk and Jock and this shit. That's the thing that got me. So let's get back into Soulja Boy and Miss Kandi Burrs. Okay. Now, Soulja Boy recently went off the hinges a couple of days ago, going off on Kandi because of this interview that she did with this white guy that used to work for him. So we're gonna get into that first, because we're gonna take a ride back down memory lane for a second, so you guys can understand why he's apologizing to Kandi. Now, let's go ahead and get into it.
I'm in Vegas and I haven't eaten in 3 days. Mm-hmm. And it's a very dark time because I'm not treated properly. Mm-hmm. And Soulja Boy called me to his room. We're staying at the Bellagio. Mm-hmm. And he wanted to make a really viral video. Mm-hmm. And he said, come to my room. I'm about to order some room service. And he ordered $1,000 worth of room service. Mm. And when he was done, there was so much food left over. I was excited. Mm-hmm. I said, I saw some chicken fingers and I was like, can I get those? Because I'm hungry. Mm-hmm. I'm really, really hungry. And he said, yeah, have whatever you want. And then he got up and he spat on the food. So I'm in Vegas and I haven't eaten in 3 days. Mm-hmm. And it's a very dark time because I'm not treated properly. Mm-hmm. And Soulja Boy called me to his room. We're staying at the Bellagio. Mm-hmm. And he wanted to make a really viral video. Mm-hmm. And he said, come to my room. I'm about to order some room service. And he ordered $1,000 worth of room service. Mm. And when he was done, there was so much food left over. I was excited. Mm-hmm. I said, I saw some chicken fingers and I was like, can I get those? Because I'm hungry. Mm. I'm really, really hungry. And he said, yeah, have whatever you want. And then he got up and he spat on the food. So I'm in Vegas and I haven't eaten in 3 days. Mm-hmm. And it's a very dark time because I'm not treated properly. Mm-hmm. And Soulja Boy called me to his room. We're staying at the Bellagio.
Yo,
my people with whips and shit, and burn us and kill us and shit, but I can't spit in your mother food, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. What you talking about, nigga? Y'all niggas used to hang us from a tree, nigga. You talking about somebody spitting your food. Man, get your bitch ass on somewhere, little white boy. And fuck you too, Kandi, you broke, bald-headed, stupid bitch. And I'm in Atlanta right now, nigga. You want me to pull up? I'll tell my side of the story, nigga. Y'all niggas bitches, nigga. Nobody spitting your motherfucking food, a white boy. Nigga, if a black man spitting a white person food, nigga, you going to jail, nigga. I don't give a how much money you got, nigga, how famous, how rich you is, nigga. Let a black nigga walk up and spit in a white man food. Nigga, you going to jail, nigga. Stupid ass bitch. Let this little nigga come on your platform and lie on a real nigga like that. Stop playing with me, bitch. People can hit me. Yo, people can hit my.
They said you'll need to apologize to Kandi, man. I'm sending out an apology to Kandi, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kandi, man. You know, I be overreacting sometimes, you know. I just be seeing stuff on the internet, like, you know what I'm saying? But much love to Kandi, you know what I'm saying? If you can find it in your heart to accept my apology. Much love to you, you know what I'm saying? Much respect to you, you feel me? John, what you want? I see you with the badge, gang. You know what I'm saying? I just be getting so mad. I'm like, man, folks lying on me. But they like, man, you know, he shouldn't have got mad at the dude that said he shouldn't have got mad at her. You feel me? So I'm just let that rock, man. They said you'll need to apologize.
So he apologizes to Kandi. And here's my take and my thoughts on that. If I was Kandi, I wouldn't accept not one goddamn apology from this nigga at all. And that's just the truth. I wouldn't accept not one goddamn apology from Soulja Boy because he's a coke line away from doing it again. And I really believe that when he apologized to her right there, he was high and drunk then. Like, you a crackhead. You don't mean nothing that you saying. You know, there's many crackheads in the world. And there's crackheads out there would say that they would never touch drugs again. And they would try to, they'll try to convince you that they'll never do it again. And they'll say, oh, just trust me. I've changed. I'm clean. I never touch coke again. I never touch that crack again. I don't want to be on that shit no more. Shit no more. Shit no more. I don't want to be on it no more. And then they got a damn crack pipe right again the very next day. You can't believe no goddamn crackhead. You cannot believe a crackhead. And Soulja Boy is a fucking crackhead. And that's our motherfucking period. He's a goddamn crackhead. You can't believe nothing he's saying. Not a damn thing he's saying. And I mean that shit. You can't believe nothing he's saying. Like all that shit. And then like my thing is that there's some people out there that feels like there's a couple of dummies. I hate to use that word, but there's a couple of dummies out there that really feels as though Soulja Boy has a case against Kandi and he could still sue her. My thing is, sue her for what? She's not the one that said that shit. She hosts a show. And the dude came on there, talked about his time working with you. Kandi didn't force him to say that shit. Kandi didn't even know he was going to say the goddamn shit. So how the hell does he have a fucking case? Some of y'all be in these comments and y'all be sounding dumb as a motherfucker only because y'all don't like somebody. Y'all just come out here and just say the most outlandish, dumb ass shit that y'all could ever find in y'all heart to say. And I just need for some of y'all to stay out the comments. And then, the other day we was looking at my block list on Instagram. It's a whole lot of folks on my block list, and a lot of them come from the neighborhood talk. Because sometimes I be saying shit. I don't even like commenting on the neighborhood talk or the shade room or anything like that. But sometimes when it hits my spirit, I have to comment on shit. So sometimes I comment on something on the neighborhood talk, and here come these idiots up under my comments, blah, 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 blah. Some of y'all ain't got no followers. Some of y'all are ugly as a motherfucker. Some of y'all ain't got no profile pictures. Some of y'all got dogs as profile pictures. Some of y'all are just some of y'all are just bot pages. I just be blocking them because I don't have time for that shit. I'm not finna argue with you motherfuckers about my opinion for free when I can get on my platform and argue with a motherfucker about my opinion for some money. Like, I'm not finna do that. So at the end of the day, he wouldn't have no case against Kandi, no way. He can't sue her. She ain't the one that said it. So anybody who thinks that he probably would have a case, you're just as dumb as he is. I mean, I'm just saying. Soulja Boy has always been lame. Soulja Boy has always been a fucking weirdo. And Soulja Boy has always not been someone that's not to be trusted. And he's a woman beater. He's a woman abuser. And he don't really like women like that anyway. And he looked toe down. All the drugs and shit that really brought him down. And you know another thing too? I was looking at Instagram the day that he cursed Kandi out on live, and I saw a couple of folks say, well, I don't care what y'all say. Soulja Boy is a fine motherfucker. He is so fine. Fine where? I ain't never found Soulja Boy attractive. And I know that ain't got nothing to do with this story, but I just had to say that. Because, you know, people, like I said, I hate dumb comments, and that's just a dumbass comment. Ain't none attractive about no goddamn Soulja Boy. Nothing. Not a damn thing is attractive about that man. Not nothing. I promise you, not nothing. He is not a fine man. Who told y'all he was fine? Child, I can't, you know. If you like a little toxicity, I understand. But he's not fine. That's not a fine man. Period. He's not. But anyway, we're going to move on to the next story that we got tonight. And that story involves bill collector's own Latrice Rogers. Let's get into her because it looks like she's in some legal trouble right now. And people, I saw this on Facebook, and y'all know that me and Latrice is from the same place. So you know, the Facebook streets are talking. They've been talking, and all this other stuff. So we're gonna get into it. Okay, let's take a look at this real quick. Let me take this overlay off. Now there we go. Now this is coming from Polo's perspective, and they said, and it's on Facebook, y'all, and it states, this is a Jackson T exclusive, and this is breaking news. Okay. Now, the Taste Bar and Grill is under fire and local scrutiny. Now, let's talk facts, not rumors, not he said, she said. These are facts that are backed up by court filings, EEOC records, zoning board minutes, and neighborhood complaints, okay? Now, on August the 15th, 2025, a federal lawsuit was filed against Taste Bar and Grill owned by Clifton Rogers and Latrice Rogers. The plaintiff, Madison Carter, the former bar manager, the woman responsible for building the bar team, training staff, and elevating the menu before Taste ever opened. But according to the lawsuit, everything changed on August 31st, 2024, during what the owners called a family reunion event. Inside that building, the same building marketed to the city as a high-end community spot, Madison says a male cousin of the owners placed a pill, allegedly MDMA, directly in her mouth and told her to meet him in the bathroom. She says she spit the pill out, gave it to the kitchen manager, Chef T, washed her mouth, and reported to Clifton and Latrice Rogers. Instead of protection, instead of support, instead of accountability, just days later, she was terminated. No investigation, no empathy, no are you okay? Just a termination email and a cold in-person meeting where she allegedly heard, I don't care if you were drugged. This is not gossip. This is written in a federal complaint, filed, signed, and recorded. But here's where it gets even heavier, right? Taste told the EEOC that the event wasn't work-related. Madison was not acting as an employee, and they didn't even have 15 employees at the time to qualify on the title. Is that for? Madison says she had hired a full bar staff, clock-in sheets for trainings and payroll records. Employees clocked in for August the 28th to 29th for trainings and August 31st event. By her count, there were 12 bartenders so far by August 25th. She was on hourly wages and bonus structure. So now the case isn't just about the alleged drugging incident. It's about retaliation, sexual harassment, hostile work environment, wrongful termination, unpaid wages, overtime violations, and emotional distress. This is no small time spat. This is a federal battle in the Southern District Court of Mississippi. And now this week's update zoning and neighborhood uproar, which I'm not surprised by because the shit isn't thundering, and that is a residential community. Okay, and yeah, so let's get into it now. In a packed meeting on October the 22nd, 2025, the Jackson Planning Board faced a standing room only crowds over Taste rezoning requests in the North Fondren neighborhood. Taste requests to build 9 residential units intended as Airbnbs on top of its existing restaurant. A resident shouted loud music, illegal parking, traffic late at night. The establishment they view not as a bar and restaurant, but a nightclub in disguise. The planning board overwhelmingly recommended denial of the rezoning request. Still to be decided, the full Jackson City Council will weigh in. This could escalate to hotel room builds or further legal fights. So now the story expands. The same business being sued for alleged harassment and retaliation is now facing community backlash, zoning rebuke, neighborhood quality of life questions, and legal vulnerabilities from multiple fronts. And here's the question that Jackson needs to ask. Why does a community spot preach love plus hospitality if the woman says that she may have been in danger and she becomes the problem? Why is it easier to protect the brand than to protect the person? Why is image being defended at City Hall while the women inside the business are allegedly being dismissed? The city of Jackson has seen this story before. Fake smiles, good marketing, heavy brunch energy, behind the scenes chaos. We've watched business thriving on event weekends while the neighborhoods suffer. Complaints silenced because we know them. Employees get used and discarded because they were the help, not the executives. Investors celebrated, workers and neighbors forgotten. In this case, 2 fronts now. A woman fighting for justice inside the business, 2, a neighborhood fighting for peace outside the business. This is not just about Madison. This is about every woman who reported danger and got told to calm down. Every worker who built a business for someone else only to be thrown out when the truth got inconvenient. Every homeowner who bought with hope only to learn the bar next door was quietly being rezoned into lodging and party rooms. This is bigger than taste. This is about culture. Jackson, stay tuned because this case just begun. The depositions are coming. Zoning hearings are coming. Neighborhood petitions are coming. Video evidence is coming. The city will watch. The neighborhood will watch. The employee rights community will watch. And the Jackson T will be front row. Organize, energize, mobilize. Polo perspective in a Jackson T team. Okay. So that is what is going the fuck on right now. There is like a picture of Taste. That is Taste is right there in the Fondren district in Jackson, Mississippi. Okay. That's Taste right there. Those are the meals. And then there we are with the court filing. So this is definitely in court. This ain't nothing that ain't real. This ain't nothing that's being made up. It's definitely in the courts right now. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think I need to read all this because they kind of pretty much gave us a whole like summary of this whole thing. So yeah, that is pretty much the gist of that. Now let me tell y'all this. Let me tell y'all. All I gotta say is this. This don't look good. It don't. This don't look good for Latrice and Cliff. It don't. And I'm not gonna sit up here and act like it does. It don't look good. Especially when it comes down to the lady that filed the lawsuit the first time. If someone tells you that someone is actually harassing them and force-fed like a pill down their throat and shit like that, that should be taken seriously. And I don't care if it was a relative of Latrice. I don't care if it was a relative of Cliff's. We need to take that shit seriously. Because ain't no way I would have been okay with someone that's working for my business being messed with in the wrong way or being uncomfortable or not being protected. When you got a business and shit like that, you got to make sure you protect the people that's in your business and the people that's around you. You can't just be walking around here letting people run amok in your palace just because you know them. Like that don't make sense. And that makes y'all look like, neglectful business owners. And, you know, y'all are on TV promoting y'all business, and y'all present yourselves as great businessmen, great businesswomen, all this other shit. And according to this, y'all are not great business people at all because of what that lady just said. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't saying that you're not, but I'm just telling you that the people that's working for you are saying that about you. So it's crazy. It's very crazy. So I don't understand. I don't understand that. It's crazy. So, you know, I'm not going to say that lady lying because I don't believe that lady lying. I don't. And if y'all did not take that shit seriously and take what she said into account, then y'all fucked up for that. And I'm saying that. If y'all didn't take what that lady said into account, y'all fucked up for that for real. And now y'all got bad press around y'all restaurant that just opened last year. That's not good. Then not only do you have a complaint from people that worked in your business, but you also got a complaint from people in the Fondren neighborhood. Yeah, it's all bad. It's all bad. It's supposed to be a bar and grill, but people thinking that it's a nightclub because of the loud music and shit. I don't know. Maybe y'all should have just left it like just being a restaurant, not necessarily having a bunch of loud music playing up and then shit like that. Like y'all maybe should have done it another way, did another format. If it's gonna be the neighborhood like Fondren, I mean, I don't fucking know, but y'all gonna have to figure out a way to get that together and fix it up because it ain't looking too good. It ain't. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into the last story of the night, y'all. And the last story of the night involves Wendy Osefo. Now, Gizelle and Robyn, they did an episode of their Reasonably Shady podcast, and they discussed Wendy's arrest for felony fraud, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and get into it because I know I ain't going to lie. I don't like Gizelle nor Robyn, but I've been waiting to see what they had to say about it. So let's go ahead and get into what they had to say.
We had pre-recorded 2 episodes of Reasonably Shady on that Thursday. And then Friday is when the news of the arrest hit. So we missed it. So now we're here and we got to talk about it because that's what we do. We talk about stuff. All right. So anyway, so when the story first came out, it was just very vague. It was like they were arrested for fraud. And I'm like, well, what does that mean? What did they do? And there was no details. Like, okay, like what kind of fraud? What is it related to? And so, you know, I put my little thinking cap on and I immediately was like because everyone was like, what is it? And I was like, y'all, I think it's related to this robbery that they had at their house.
Right.
And so I went to the Maryland case search. I looked up the case. I saw the
Wait. Okay. For the record, Robyn's gonna do the research. Robyn gonna do the research. Just want y'all to know this.
I'm gonna figure it out. I'm like, let me find the facts. So I went to Maryland case search, found the case, and then I saw the dates where it was like the charges were related to certain dates, and it was all in like April 2024. And so then I was like, I went to Google and I was like, Wendy Osefo house robbed. And that came up and it was in April of 2024. I was like, okay, so this is related to their house, the robbery at their house. So I put it together before TMZ told the world what it was about.
Right.
But anyway, I mean, first I want to say I am highly shocked, surprised, and disappointed by these charges.
I'm I'm so disappointed.
Yeah. If everything that is in these documents is true, so of course you're guilty and innocent until proven guilty. But if everything in these charging documents is true, I'm highly disappointed. And then I just have so many questions, like why Why do we
That's
feel
my
the need
biggest
to do
question.
this?
Why?
Yeah.
That is my biggest question. Like
Yeah.
I immediately thought, first of all, huge disappointment, sad, right? Because this is so
Yeah.
sad for their children, you know,
Yeah.
guilty or innocent. Their parents were removed from their house and brought down to a police station and charged. They have mugshots. That is, I'm sure, super scary for their children.
Yeah.
So sad. But like, why? Well, surely not. In my mind, I'm like, this can't be for materialistic things. Like, you don't.
I mean, what else is it for though? Because it was highly intentional, highly planned, not well thought out, but thought out.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes me wonder, like, so like I saw a clip where she was kind of like talking about how well Happy Eddie is doing. So it makes me think like, okay, well, was that a exaggeration? Like, was that not the truth? I don't know. But it's also like, why? And then my why questions, like, why did they think that they could get away with this? I don't understand how they thought that they were going to get away with that. It was
she recently put out a statement, I think, or maybe her team did, about she's saying that she was what does it say, that she was charged wrongly?
Yeah. So the lawyers, I mean, this is like typical lawyer. This is like the first step in a legal case. Honestly, it's not.
Oh, this is normal.
Yeah. I mean, Karen did the same thing. She tried to get, tried to say the arrest was kind of illegal and just trying to say that they didn't follow proper procedure with the arrest and with certain things.
Yeah.
This is typical legal procedure. The lawyer is going to do everything they can just to get the case thrown out on anything, on a technicality.
Okay.
So
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Because people were saying that I didn't really understand it. And I read I was looking at the comments or whatever, because at this point in time, I run to the comments so fast because I'm just like, explain this to me, y'all.
Right.
And people were like, why isn't she saying she was innocent? Why isn't she saying she was innocent? So as opposed to, I want I wasn't processed properly. Right.
Right. I think I think I'm not a lawyer, but I think as a lawyer, that's probably their first line of defense, to say, you know what, let's just try to get these charges thrown out on a technicality. Boom. And then that's it, you know? Cause that, number one, will save you tons of money and lawyer fees and all of that type of stuff. So I think that's just like their first attempt at trying to like get the case thrown out. I don't think it really, I'm not sure. I don't think it really has legs. Karen did attempt the same thing and we see what happened with her.
Okay. I forgot that Karen did that. I totally forgot.
Yeah. You do feel for the kids because you know all the kids in their school know about it or heard about it when their parents, hearing their parents talk about it. And
everybody,
stuff like that. So,
everybody. Now, and I kind of wanted to, when you say her and Eddie, I'm so damn crazy. I kind of wanted to be like, just for Wendy's sake, because I do like Wendy. You have your own thoughts, but I do like Wendy. And I wanted to be like, this was all Eddie. This was all Eddie. Eddie did this. I want to tell the people it was all Eddie. But I can't even say that.
Like a lot of people are hung up on like the insurance claim, which number one, I just thought was not really smart to try to file $450,000 in insurance. That's a red flag for any insurance company. Like they're definitely going to do their due diligence and, look into it, because that's a lot of money. And I think insurance companies, it's their responsibility to investigate. I'm more caught up on staging the robbery. That's what I'm caught up on. Like, dang, like, y'all really were like running through, going around your house, making the place look disheveled and taking stuff out of it. And like, where'd you put the stuff? Did you put it in a U-Haul? Did you put it in a storage locker? Like, that's the part that I'm like caught up on. Like, damn, like, y'all really did that. If, what the police are saying is true. Like, I'm like, whoa. And then just not really thinking it through and thinking that the police are going to just go with the story of, oh yeah, someone came through this unlocked window, but there's no traces of any type of like disturbance in the yard or on the deck or in the bathroom, like no trace of dirt, no trace of the roof pebbles and stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
I know,
because in the, I don't mean to cut you off, in the defense of the police, that's their job. Their job is to do the work. Their job is to do the DNA. Their job is to sweep it all and fix, because this goes the ID and the CSI and all those shows. They show you how they sweep it. They figure it out.
Right. retrace the steps of a would-be robber. And so if you have someone coming through your window on the second floor and they went back out that window, you're telling me they took 57 items out the window and like there's no just
wait
nothing.
a minute. Where'd you get 57 from?
That's how many items they claimed.
Child, I can't. 57?
Yes.
I thought it was 15. I thought it was.
No, the 50.
What? 57.
57. No, the 15 there were, when the police came to arrest them and they did a search warrant, they found 15 items that were on the insurance claim in their house. That's the 15.
Yes, I knew that. Okay. They claimed 57 items?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Any insurance company is going to be like, ma'am.
Right.
Ma'am.
That's okay. If someone really broke in your house and they took some things and you like padded, like you put like 4 extra items on there.
Because that's what people do. Wait. That's what people do. And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad.
No. If you say, oh, oops, my Rolex fell off in the ocean, I'm not mad. You know what I mean?
I'm not mad at that.
But that's why I'm like, this is the part where I'm like, the why comes in like, why did y'all think y'all were going to get away with this? Because it was so bold. It was the robbery that does not look like a robbery. The 3 claims with 3 different insurance companies of duplicate of the same items. It's the enormous amount that you're claiming. It's the returning the items, like claiming return. I mean, it's just like, why would you think you would get away with this?
And we do want to say to protect ourselves and it's until proven guilty. We want to put that out there.
Yeah.
Okay. And we hope for the sake of everyone involved, innocent, right? But this is the thing. I promise you, Wendy and I have had our ups and downs, highs and lows over the years. Everyone knows that. But I have always like loved and respected Eddie for sure. Like I'm like, Eddie? No, not Eddie.
I know. And he's a lawyer at that. Like, come on, lawyer. You know that what you're doing is illegal. And not only is it illegal, but the way you're doing it, you're going to get caught. Like, like I said, I just go back to why. Why did they feel the need to do it? And why do they think they would get away with it? I need y'all, listen, her friends and castmates, y'all need to get to work. And
to do what? What do you want us to do? What are we doing?
Ask her those questions. Get to the bottom of
it. Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I don't have any other question but why. Like, just why? Like, why?
Yeah.
Why? I just want to know why, and make me understand. Walk me through it, because Wendy, I know, is a wonderful mother. I know she would never do anything to like jeopardize her being a mother to her children. I can 100% say that. So
yeah. So that's the part where it's like I can't make it make sense. But and then I do have to wonder, like, was there a need or pressure to have so many material things? I don't know, like that you go to this extent. I still can't make that make sense. Like, is this a materialistic, are they driven by materialistic things, or was there like some deeper issues? I don't know, but
or like, let's say they have, family in Nigeria that they want to send money to. I don't know. Make it make sense. But like, just for materialistic things, to me, makes 0 sense.
Yeah. And then you have to wonder, like, okay, well, is this the first time that this has been done? Because it just seems so far-fetched to do it at this point in their lives when she's been on a reality show for so long, and Eddie has this successful business. So it's like, okay, if you have to do this now, maybe what were you doing before? I don't know. Woo. Like, I'm just, I don't know. And then to think there's 2 highly educated people that agreed to do this. Like, I know if one came to me and was like, Robyn, I gotta get rich quick scheme. Let's do it. I'm like, oh hell no. Hell,
you like play?
No.
Come on.
Right. Hell no. So the fact that like both of them did it together and knowing that they know better is like, I don't understand. So
In the words of Karen, they will be vindicated. Do you think they'll be vindicated?
Well, they hope they'll be vindicated, and hope, like I said, hopefully they didn't commit this crime, but it's not very smart. like we had recorded.
Okay, so that was Gizelle and Robyn, and they discussed Wendy's arrest with the fraud allegations and things like that. Now, I know a lot of people went in on Robyn and Gizelle, right? But if you want me to be honest with y'all, I really think that Gizelle and Robyn really went light on Wendy. I think they went light on Wendy, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this was pretty much my first time hearing this. Because listen, like I told y'all, I've been halfway asleep. I've been in and out of sleep all day. I've been in my bed all day. Like I ain't really been doing shit all day. I didn't start getting up out my bed till it was time to take a shower and for me to make my graphics for this goddamn live right now. So that's all I've done. So this is really my first time hearing it. And when I first saw that they were talking about it, trust and believe me, I was prepared to go the fuck in on both of their ass. Because you know I don't like Gizelle for nothing. And I really can't stand Robyn. I dislike Robyn more than I do Gizelle, being real. But they really didn't go in on them the way that I thought they would have. They really kept it real light. They really they kept it 100. And I agree with everything that Robyn said. And honestly, y'all, I get it. A lot of us do like Dr. Wendy, but we can't really be mad at people for talking about it, whether they like her or not. And we really can't be mad at people for bringing it up because it's a hot topic right now. And everybody is going to discuss it. So, and they got a podcast. So y'all already know with them having a podcast, they were definitely going to talk about it. Now, I do think that Gizelle was a little bit more careful in her commentary than Robyn was, but she was careful. Like she didn't go all the way in. Like she didn't really, talk a lot of shit. I do think that Robyn was a tad bit smug. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I do feel like the questions were asked, the right questions were asked. We all had those same questions. And I do think that we really can't be upset about it. I mean, it is what it is. They do deals. Robyn went and looked up shit before she went on here and said what she said and all that. So, I ain't mad at it. Do what you feel, do what you do. That's how I feel about it. So, but because if Gizelle was still on the outs with Wendy, Gizelle would have went in on Wendy if she was still on the outs with her. She would have went in, but she didn't. She didn't, and I can tell you that she really didn't. So I think that's pretty much it. I think that's all I really got for this. And I wasn't expecting this live to be close to an hour, but it's close to an hour. And we had over 200 folks up in here, and I really do appreciate you guys for tuning in, stepping in, doing all of that. But that's about it. So I'm just gonna start off by saying I want you guys to tune in tonight for the Whether You Like It or Not panel. I'm actually going to share the link for that on my community wall as soon as this live is over and put it in the Whether You Like It or Not playlist, so you guys can get the link. Okay. Also be sure to tune in to the web series that I'm a part of, which is called The Scene ATL. It will be premiering in December, so make sure you guys be on the lookout for that. And also my live later tonight after the panel, which is me talking about my 15 years being on YouTube and stuff like that, because today is the 15th anniversary of my platform. Okay, so we're gonna get more into that on that particular one. So with that being said, be sure to pick up my book. It is called That's Why You're Lonely. It's now available on Amazon and Kindle. And as I keep on reminding you guys, the signed pre-orders are still going out. I got 20 more to send out. So the next few weeks I'll still be sending out books. Just be on the lookout for the shorts that I put out. Every time I leave the post office, I put a short out, letting you guys know that certain books are on the way and where they're going to. So be on the lookout for that. Lyric Go to Hell. With that being said, this be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out here, and I will see you guys on the panel, and I will see you guys on my 15th anniversary video. Holla at y'all soon.
Things I wanna do to you. All the love you try to hide, deep in between those thighs. Ain't too proud to beg for what I want. Ain't too proud to beg for what I need. If it's good loving that you want, you can get it on.